What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again with another one. And today I want to talk about the big man, Andre Drummond. And yes, I know you guys have been hearing the recent reports on Andre Drummond and what he said. And so, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and elaborate on it a little bit. But if you didn't hear it, Andre Drummond, he basically claimed that he is going down as the best rebounder ever. And then he said right after that, if he's not right now. And so, I had to think about it. While Andre Drummond is an amazing rebounder, an awesome rebounder, will he go down as the best ever? And so I'm going to get into it. But before I get into it, I want you guys to subscribe to my page as I keep you guys updated with the Bulls content, the Bulls rumors, the Bulls news. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and get into it. So Andre Drummond, he was having an interview and he was saying how I think I'm already there, basically. He said, I'm on my way, but by the time I retire, I will be the best rebounder ever, if not already. And, there's been some amazing rebounders in the NBA. And the funny thing, a lot of those top rebounders actually played for the Bulls. I don't know if you guys heard of a guy by the name of Dennis Rodman, but he has been so-called the best rebounder in the history of the game. As to what projected him into being the top 75 player is because of his defensive rebounding tactics, his offensive rebounding tactics. He was just an amazing rebounder. And so I wanted to look into it a little bit more. There's been a lot of amazing rebounders in this league, but I wanted to go by statistics, so that's what I did. And so I looked up different things about rebounding from different players. And as far as Andre Drummond, the things I can give him is that he has the highest career rebounding percentage, and that's at 24.66. Dennis Rodman, he was right under at 23.44. So Andre Drummond, he does have the leading percentage on that. And then you have rebounding greats in the Chicago Bulls history, such as Artis Gilmore. He's a legend, but he averaged 19.59 as a rebounding percentage. And Joakim Noah, he had 18.24. Yeah, so if you think about it, if you just look at those stats alone, you can make a case. But there's also more stats outside of that. The difference between Andre Drummond and Dennis Rodman, Andre Drummond, he already has a big body. He was already pretty much built, and he has physical tools to, get those rebounds. What make Dennis Rodman an awesome rebounder, and to me still the best rebounder of all time, is that he wasn't the biggest guy on the floor. He was just a guy that wanted it more. Yes, he was athletic and he was strong, but he wasn't the biggest guy. He hardly ever was the biggest guy on the floor. He was a power forward, maybe small forward size, but the way he just worked and competed and just out-toughed people and used his instincts, that's what made him an amazing rebounder. And some of the most iconic Chicago Bulls moments as far as pictures and gallery was Dennis Rodman, diving for a rebound. And so that was just some amazing things to watch. But another stat I was looking up, how many years different players were the leading rebounder? And so I look at Andre Drummond, he was the leading rebounder in the NBA for 4 years, between the years of 2013 and 2014, 2016 and 2017, 2015 and 2016, and then he had one more in 2019 to 2020. And so, that's pretty cool. You would think, he's done it for 4 years. That's pretty dope, and that's pretty amazing. And so, a legend in what he do. But if you look at Dennis Rodman, he actually led it for 8 straight years. So from 1990 all the way to 1998, Dennis Rodman was a leading rebounder. And this is a guy who would party outside of work, would travel, and just lived his best life, outside of basketball, and still come in and perform at a high level. Dennis Rodman, he was just different. You know what I'm saying? Those are some reasons right there why I would give the edge to Rodman. And Rodman is just a legend. Andre Drummond, his highest rebounding percentage in a single season was 26.04. Dennis Rodman, he has had the highest in history, and that was 29.73, which he did in 94. So while Andre Drummond is great at rebounding, Dennis Rodman, he's the greatest, And then you also have to go way back in the day. You have people like Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell, back then they didn't have statistics where they kept the rebounding percentage. Will Chamberlain, he never averaged less than 18 a game, and his highest was 27. And then Bill Russell, he also never had a season where he was below 18. So there's been some all-time great rebounders in this league. While Drummond, I could say he could be a top 10, maybe one of the best by the time it's all said and done. I don't think he's coming for that title of being the best rebounder, because Dennis Rodman, he was just amazing. He was different, So that's just what I wanted to talk about a little bit, about the words Andre Drummond says. Now, don't get me wrong. If he could bring that whole rebounding ability to the bench for the Bulls, I would greatly appreciate it, and I would love every single rebound. So definitely don't get that confused. But yeah, shout out to Andre Drummond on the confidence. We need all the confidence we could get for this upcoming season. So shout out to him. And let me know what you guys think down below about Andre Drummond claiming he's the best rebounder of all time. And I'm going to holler at you guys later, and I'm out.